Such a beautiful night out. Yet you're wasting it away in favor of mindlessly staring at your little smartphone. Frankly, it's disappointing. Oh my, I gave you quite the fright, didn't I? How rude of me. I grew bored of checking in on you only to once again see you cocooned within your bed. So, I thought I'd make your night more interesting. Yes, checking in on you. Like your own personal guardian angel. Though, truly, it's nothing like that. You're a smart thing, so I'm sure you can clearly see I am no angel. Freakish stalker? What an accusation. My lambkin. To be a stalker is to watch over someone without having permission to do so. I assure you that definition doesn't apply to me. Police? I see. You don't truly understand what's happening here. Isn't that the cutest thing? The little lamb thinking I'm but a mere human in a frivolous disguise. A mistake you surely won't be making again. I'm not partial to being diminished in such an insulting way. Your expressions of fear are stunning. What I wouldn't give to have a portrait of it. Your pretty face tugged around by delightful fear, forever immortalized in oil and pigment. I think I'd hang it in my parlor by the fireplace. No, a true masterpiece should be put in my chambers, so it can be appreciated properly. Nothing to say? Where did that confidence you had before go? Surely it wasn't snuffed out by some simple quick movement. There's much more threatening things I could have displayed, like how easily I could set you aflame. You are very fun to mess with. Perhaps I should have shown myself to you sooner, but no. I decided to be nice and let you live out some of your life, experience the world for yourself. And you spent much of that graciously given time rotting away in bed. Tell me, what have you eaten today? I asked you a question. Answer it. That hardly qualifies as edible, let alone food. Honestly, you think humans took pleasure in poisoning themselves with what you all eat nowadays. Here you are, a feast fit for royalty. Eat. Does it matter where it's from? It's many of your favorites as well as a couple things you wanted to try, if I'm correct. Now eat. You wouldn't want to be rude. Good little lamb. I think you've already gathered enough of what I am. Don't insult yourself by asking pointless questions. I'll tell you exactly who I am. I'm your shepherd. And think that I've let my lamb wander about the fields by their lonesome for long enough. Why, you've no comfortable chairs in here. I'm not going to even try to pay mind to how much of a mess it is, but at least I have more places to rest. Move over. I said move over. Be a polite thing and make room for me. You sleep like this? Maybe letting you live by yourself wasn't as gracious as I thought. I could have taken better care of you. Do you think I need a reason in order to deem that you are mine? Good answer. I have a reason though. A very serious and binding reason. You see, by contract and pledge, you and your entirety belong to me. Body, mind, soul. All mine to do with as I please. Not even I can undo it, but I couldn't see a reason I ever would. Keep eating, dear. It's getting cold. If this were a dream, I'd have a more dignified place to sit. I assure you, all of this is very real, including me. That's correct. You did not make such a contract. The same cannot be said for your parents, however. Oh no, not those parents. The original one. Part of the gain from making a deal was that it'll be likely they never even had a child, so they never did. Your soul was nicely moved to another body. The parents that you know got to have you instead of a stillborn. Isn't that lovely? Everyone ended up happy at the end. May I have some of that? Your food. May I have some? Feed it to me. You heard me, my little lamb. I'm growing tired of repeating myself. Thank you. I think you adjust quickly to being well-behaved and obedient to me. So focus on the details. How boring. Alright, I suppose I owe you an explanation. Although I was enjoying your anxious cluelessness. The two people who made a deal with me were young, bright futures ahead of them, growing left to do themselves. No time for a child. But accidents do and always will happen. Normally, even the worst accidents have remedies and fixes. But oh, how life loves to complicate things. The woman became sick in her pregnancy. Something was terribly wrong inside her body, and it became clear that she was set to die. They, of course, didn't immediately jump to help from a demon. Would a sane person do the same thing? You see, my acolytes and underlings have been a way of weeding out the horribly desperate and bringing them to my attention. I heavily deal in wants, desires, temptation, all the fun, naughty things that shows the true lengths of someone's willing to go. So this case caught my interest. I offered them to offer up the usual for me to get their souls when they inevitably die later in life. They did in fact offer that, however. They also offered me you. And thus deal was made. I will receive the souls upon death with the addition of your newborn soul up front. Almost like a down payment. They received a vast extension of the woman's life, as well as being able to make it so the accident never happened in the first place. Why would I have not put you in a body? A newborn soul isn't worth much, but it was already mine and would continue to be after being joined to a body and given full life. In a way, I regret not doing something a bit more creative with it. I was simply too surprised by the whole thing at the time to really revel in the possibilities. I could have put you into a flesh demon spawn, seen the horrors that would have happened when you give a demon a human soul. Or I could have made a homunculus, I heard those are fun, but why they have a mindless husk to obey everything you say, when you could have the chance to train someone else's mind into doing the same. Regardless, do you now fully understand how you were entirely and completely mine? Or are you not following along? Wonderful. Are you ready then? Ready to leave? Now that we've become acquainted, I am absolutely not having you be in this place for any longer. And you need to see where you'll be living. Whether you want to or not is meaningless. As I said before, I was being gracious in letting you live your life, yours to have. Now it's mine. And my wants surpass yours in every way. Don't fret though. I treat all my belongings with the utmost care. And think, you made me my new prized possession. Visiting friends and family can be discussed later. Are you ready, my lambkin? Very good. Then off we go to your new home and new life. I can hardly wait.